let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
First, you try to run it. Second, you try to throw it. And both times, you end up behind your own line of scrimmage. Break out the coffee along the sideline. Get everybody a dose of caffeine because one side came to play and the other better wake up.
Here he is on 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Great, set.
Hurts now from the gun. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They go play action here. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as the QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. That's caught for the 1st. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 3rd and short.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Cut near the goal line. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Now looking to throw. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Steelers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out.
He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch that. No touch.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
73. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
2nd and 8. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Great, set. No touch.
Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No touch.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Steelers get it back after making their third first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On first down, they'll run. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Set. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he gets this forward to the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set. Mustang 19. Go.
Throwing now off play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Cooper to Jean with the stop. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Taken at the 2. He's going to be touched down as that return comes to an end. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
No touch, sir. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's brought in by White.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Hurts now from the gun. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Great, set.
First down throwing for Hurts. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go, set. There.
They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, Hurts fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Go, set. Crowd left Yeti.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds a man right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Go, set.
Here's Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Hooking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Eagles cut into the lead by another point. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 70 range.
Hand off to the back. They'll cobble together a yard there. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Running back sent in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into traffic, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70.
From the 37. Brought in right side. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, every once in a while you understand a play that loses a yard or two. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, might as well punt it.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Steelers with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Fielded at the 11. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
No touch, set. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. From the pocket, he's taking a shot down the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
73. No touch.
Hurts setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! Steelers have it, headed the other way.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. Starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk run, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
60 Bobcat. 60. Ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Hauled in by Rice. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick 6. Well, Brock, obviously an error on the quarterback's part to make that throw, right? But credit his effort to take that pick and turn it into an even bigger play.
And the race is on. After that ball is in your hand, now it's on you as that returner to get out in front of those offensive players before they can react, change direction, and ultimately track him down. The initial advantage always goes to the guy making the pick, and he took it to the house.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick 6. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Big gap up the middle. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return starts at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He throws a bullet deep to... Oh, no, they get him yet again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect...
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles take possession of the football.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's brought in by White. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Great. Set. No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Great. Set. No touch.
Hurts throwing again. Connects on the crosser. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball, and it's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He fired. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And it was a game for fans.